Okay, squeezed up in this little driveway full of vehicles. This is a 2008 KTM XCW. This is a setup, and it has made some changes since I've gotten it. So I'm going to kind of just walk around it and tell you guys what I see. The latest addition was a Trail Tech fan setup, which you can see right here has a digital readout. Tells you what the radiator is right now. There is a probe that goes in the back of the radiator, and so that's where it gets its information from. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to check out a couple things. I need to tighten that up. I got a Recluse Core EXP 3.0. I really like it. My only tiny gripe is that it does not grip right off the very bottom idle. That it seems like it slips a little bit and then it catches. And I played around with a couple different configurations, put brand new clutches in it, and it's adjusted correctly. It just is what it is. I have the same clutch set up on my YZ250. That one pulls right off the bottom end just like a regular clutch. I'm gonna work my way in mods from where I've done last kind of thing. So I got the Acerbis 3-gallon tank. I ended up getting a clear one. If you watch any of my previous videos before, my cap got ran over whenever I fell on a race, and the sealing surface was messed up. So ended up getting a new tank. I'm happy with it. It fits good. Only complaint is I don't like this routing for the fuel hose, and that's the best one I could come up with. If my petcock was going straight down, I think it would have been a lot better. I did see one on a video off like a 250 or something, so might look into changing that in the future. I got the, I don't know, FMF factory style graphics on here, and I think they look really nice. They really bring out the bike. Whenever I first put the brand new graphics on, I was like, man, this is a lot of orange on here. The Recluse left-hand rear brake, very nice. I was skeptical at first. Even with riding it, it took a little bit of adjusting to get to, but I like it. For my style of riding and my level of riding, I like it a lot. I got Michelin S12s on the front and the back. They're reasonably decent with the knobbies, nothing too bad. The whole suspension was done by MX Tech in Illinois. They went and did it from the previous owner. I called them to double check what was done to it, and a whole bunch of stuff was done to it. And the best part is it was all done for my weight, so that's good. I took off a set of Moose radiator braces and put on these Unibiker ones because I could not get any turn radius on this bike. And you can see I have them adjusted pretty tight. I bet there's 1 to 2 millimeters of distance between that cage and my fork. So let me go through how I put on the FMF Power Core 2 and took off the Turbine Core 2 that got damaged during one of the falls when it got ran over. They sound the same to me. This one's not even forest approved, so I kind of took a step back with that one. I should have just got a replacement cap. I think it was for like $30, and that would have solved my problem. The pipe wasn't damaged anywhere else. And I have on a Super Sprox 48 rear sprocket. There was a 50 on here. That 50 made my first gear feel like a ultra low, and then second gear feel like first. So it just really, to me, seemed like for my riding, I didn't need that. I was always in second gear as my first, and my third gear as my second. Just wasn't working out. Hammerhead billet shifter, and I got the one with the rubber on it. I don't know, I've always had the rubber ones on my YZs, and I felt they gave me a little bit of good grip. I have a FMF gnarly on there that was put on from the previous owner. Between the gnarly pipe and the settings for the power valve, this thing is a torque monster right off the bottom, which is good because majority of my riding is kind of slower and need to get on the gas and be right in that power band already, so it works good for me. Flex handlebars. Ooh, I got these, I think they're 14-degree enduro bar, and I got these before I even raced the bike. I was concerned because my shoulders are bad, I get carpal tunnel in my hands, any vibration I could get rid of, I was getting rid of. And I don't know, they might work, they might not work. The only thing I had on the bike. Scott steering dampener. I got it adjusted to some specs that I got from Slavings Racing, and it seems like it will help out with the high speed impacts, but as far as your low speed turning, it's not, there's no issues. My next mod is going to be the little kickstand strap that goes from here to here. All I have to do is I'm going to drill and tap and set in a bolt with some Loctite, and I already have the straps. So whenever I get some time to do that, I will. They stay on relatively pretty good. All I have to do is put them like that, and they'll stay throughout the race. I was zip tying them at some point in time. You can see my little things there, but boy does that get annoying when you want to take them on and off. Trail Tech, let's see, Vapor. It's a cool little gizmo, you know, especially whenever I'm cruising, I want to see what speed I'm at, my temperature. Let's see, can you light up? Can you focus? All right, well anyways, temperature's in there, you know, some start, stop kind of stuff. This is an eBay brake attachment that I put on. It was super cheap. It was like, I don't know, $10 or something. I kept the stock one for a spare. I always keep all my stock parts. I don't want to get rid of them in case I break something, you know, that kind of thing. And I think that's about it. I mean, relatively the bike's stock but not stock, you know, that kind of thing. Nothing that really sets it like really apart from some other bikes. I'd say a lot of the mods are, oh, how can I forget these? No, I didn't put these on. These came on the bike. The grabber straps. Oh man, get stuck? Those things are really helping you. I can't even consider these. These are some type of fork guards, but they are on their way out. I didn't put those on either. Yeah, and as I keep going, I keep finding more stuff. I put in an X bushing from Synergy Seals or Synergy something, and that does lower down the back end a tiny bit. And I was very surprised when this bike was lower than my YZ 125. I was just riding that over the weekend, and I was like, dang, this thing is tall. So it did do what it was supposed to do. I still need to play with the sag. I feel like the front end washes out a little bit too much for my liking, so that's on the to-do list. Let's see, what is this? This came on the bike. Some type of quick release bolt thing for, you know, keeping your chain adjusted and everything. Pretty nice to just slide on, slide off. And they do have a, I don't know, is it a quick pull or something like that for the front? If you want to pull out the front axle, you got that lever there, and you just yank it right out and change your tire. The guy before me built this bike for enduro races. Boy, what is this name? Sycra? Whatever that name is. I got these hand guards. They're actually relatively cheap compared to what the other ones are, because they don't come with the extra attachment there. I think I paid like $50-$60 for these compared to what they normally run, you know, for a pro bend setup. And they have a little spacer. go right over to right through the flex bar. You can see the bushings I'm running. These are the softest bushings that they offer. So I had a medium hard setup, and I was thinking, you know what, I don't even feel any flex. Let me put in the soft ones and I'll see what they do. Stock boys and rad valve. That's stock with KTM. I think it does have an aftermarket rear disc, but I think it's just like something standard. It's nothing, you know, like crazy. Nothing on here is like super crazy race, you know. It's like more just some upgrades. Oh, like the fast vibration dampeners that go inside the handlebars. It basically is going to help keep that vibration down. And I've only gotten one ride with them on one race, and normally sometimes both my hands go so numb that I have to stop to the side. I cannot even feel my hands. And the last race, my right hand started to go numb, but it wasn't really super bad. My left hand just had some uncomfortableness to it, but wasn't where I had to stop like I had to in a couple races before. See, I safety wired my oil drain bolt. Safety wired that, which, let's see, last time I checked it, it was actually loose. And I was like, oh boy, should have put some Loctite on that bad boy. Some Fastway pegs. Put those on, they're a little bit wider, got a little bit more grip, and the stock ones were bent, so one of them was bent. So I was looking around for some used ones, and to buy a decent used one or new one was almost as expensive as getting these. So that's it. The bike is going to get gone over just a tiny bit more for the next race. I always want to double check stuff, don't want to lose anything. I did put a brand new tugger strap on. There's nothing super wrong with the old one. I lost a bolt and a spacer and all that kind of stuff. So I bought this new one for myself and put the older one on the YZ125 that my brother is going to be racing. Alright guys, Auf Wiedersehen. This is Pony Down 418.